Well.
Well,
Hello,
well, well,
hello, my
well.
glamorous girls.
Hello, hello,
What's
hello.
going on? What's going on, Charlene? What's going on? What's going on, ladies? We are here.
We
Yes,
here.
yes, another
We're here.
Saturday.
Hey, this is our last Saturday of Black History Month, so let's make it happen. I'm excited. It's moving and grooving here because we have a guest co-host today. I'm excited. Our sister Lynn Lynn is out. She decided to just offer up a position. Her position is open today. We got our good sister, Reverend Dr. Anita Butts. Hi, Reverend Butts. How are you?
Oh
I'm
yeah.
doing well. I'm much better than I was last Saturday. I
Oh,
yeah, I got food poisoning and I've been in the bed for a week.
Oh
So
my
I'm
goodness.
anxious to for a whole week.
What kind of food was that?
Not good food. Yeah, I went to
No.
an affair and I won't say where it was, but I won't be eating from there again.
Okay, so it was a restaurant though.
It wasn't a restaurant. It was one of our fine institutions, but I won't say the name.
Okay, so
Oh, you
it
can
was an
tell us. You can
institution
say
that
that.
was serving food. I got to get
They
all
were
this right
serving
because
food, yeah.
okay, so because we kind of hang out the same places. It was an institution that was serving food. What type of food can I
Well,
ask?
I had chicken and spinach quiche and fruit. It tasted good,
yeah.
but it was not good.
Oh, wow. It wasn't
Okay.
probably fresh. I don't know.
It, yeah, something was wrong with it. I was very,
Or
very
it
ill.
set out too long and it hit the
Yeah,
elements. Yeah, you
Look,
got to
yeah,
be
but-
careful about eating out, especially in the wintertime. Because
right.
I've had
yeah.
the same thing happen, and I'm like, I don't
Really?
like that feeling. Whew, I don't like that feeling. Well, you
I've
probably
never
don't
been that
like it.
sick ever.
But when you're
I've
here,
never
and
been
that's
that
what's
sick.
important, you know? We're
I'm
happy
so
that you're
glad.
here and you're feeling better, and that again is what's important. We are happy
I
that
know.
Linda chose you to be
Yeah.
here with us today. I think this is your first time being a co-host with us. Am I correct?
It's the first time. I'm excited.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
Beautiful.
Yay! Yay! So yeah, come on in, everybody. Come on in. Happy
Come on
Saturday.
in.
Yeah,
This
we
is,
are here. We're going to introduce ourselves again. I'm Wyoming.
I'm Peg.
I'm Charlene.
I'm Amina.
All righty, and we are
Four
Four
Sisters
Sisters
Live.
Live.
Lord.
Yes. And today is our entrepreneur segment. So this is look, our one and only co-founder, CEO, and our illustrious Peggy Morris's day. Go on, Peg. What's going on today, girl? Talk to us.
Oh, girl, what can I say? Just a beautiful Saturday. I just can't even imagine. We have already gone through January and February. We're heading into March. Hey, can't ask for anything better than that.
Hey, I mean, February is, as we know, representing Black History Month, and
Yes,
we've had some awesome things happen in the month of February. And now we're going into Women's History Month next month.
yes.
So it continues, right? And that's going to be awesome as well. We're going to have fun on this women's, we always do on Women's History Month. So I'm looking forward to that. And Peggy, you got some people coming on, or persons coming on, great guests today. Talk about what entrepreneurship and what's going on surrounding, because we have so much that we're doing. I mean, we've been packed filled this month. It's a short month,
Oh,
but it's been a packed filled month. What you say?
oh my God, it's just been amazing. And I'm just so proud of what's happening. Do you feel something different in the air? Do you sense
2024,
something?
baby. They say it's more in 2024. And I'm telling you that more
Peggy.
is here.
Okay, do you really want us to answer that? I mean, you got two conspiracy theorists on here, Dr. Butts and myself, and you're going to ask us, you feel like something is going on in the air? Yeah, that's a lot. But there's good and there's bad. So you are right. There's some good stuff that's happening here in America. But, as a whole, we see that the economy is changing, but we have an
Yeah,
opportunity to do something about it. And many of our sisters and brothers are doing just that. So that's the good that I see. Yeah.
yes, I agree with 100%. Um, it's just something in the air and it's surfacing and it's going to be amazing when the springtime comes. We're going to bust out all over the place. So I'm just just waiting, just waiting.
Well, I know that what is for you is for you.
Amen.
And this
Amen.
is the time that we can claim what it is that we are going to be doing to change lives. I mean, it's about changing lives, changing people where they are with their life and as it relates to their businesses.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, things happen to help you gain more recognition of your business. And this is entrepreneurship, all things entrepreneurship. And that's why I say that, because we have so many of our sisters within our network and our organization that are just entrepreneurs all the way. You know,
All
they're
the way.
doing it. They're doing it big. And I think it's time, like you say, Peggy, toot your own horn and
Yes.
do what we need to do to get recognized. I think we're recognized locally, but it's time for us to be recognized even beyond here.
Take it to another level.
Take it to
Well,
another level.
well, you know why in the coming months we're going to head to Charlotte, North Carolina
Mm-hmm.
for this is the 23rd Power Networking Conference.
Mm-hmm.
And I am just so proud. It started in Cleveland, Ohio. From there, it was moved to Atlanta, Georgia. From Atlanta, Georgia to Dallas, Texas. From Dallas to Houston, Texas. From Houston, Texas to Prince George's County. Back to Houston, Texas. It is now in 2024 will be in Charlotte, North Carolina. So
Closer to home. Yay.
yes, yes, yes. So I am so excited. I look forward that we will show up strong. We have no excuse now. You know, you can't complain that you don't want to take a flight. We're going to take a party bus. Okay, you want a party? We're going to take a party bus down. So I am going to be meeting with Dr. Frazier, and we're going to lay out the plans, and we're going to show up and represent.
It's going to be so nice. It's going to be really nice. There's some things that we know that Dr. Frazier is doing as he continues to lead this conference. You know,
Yes,
I
yeah,
would like to have him on, Peggy, so we could talk about what is it that he is doing, because we need that conversation. We need to have that conversation. We need to know what we're expecting and what's coming. Because let me tell you, this is election year, people, and a lot of things are going to affect us.
yeah.
A lot of it is going to affect us, and we need to know how to be prepared and doing what we can to support the cause of what he's saying that needs to be done. So he's the godfather.
Well, why I believe that we as a people are waking up. I really think that we have gotten the memo. Okay.
Mhm.
And being smart. I saw something on TikTok or one of the Instagrams where this guy was sharing the fact that he had a Gucci hat and he had this type of scarf and he paid all this money for it. And he realized the money that he was spending was money that he could pay for his child's education. And so he had a moment to think and to say, he felt guilty because he had been spending all this money on these rear bottom shoes and all these luxuries that he was wearing on his body. And he looked at it and he said, you know what? This money could be put together for my grandchild's graduation, education. And so I think we're beginning the mindset is changing for the better. And I don't know whether or not it's the pandemic that has brought us to this state that we got to think smarter and work smarter. And it's happening. So I see the
Yeah,
signs of it moving.
yeah, yeah. What does the entrepreneurship mean to you, Dr. Bus? Because I don't think a lot of people know who you are in that respect. So does everyone know who you are and what you've done and what you're doing and your
Yeah.
background?
Thank you for asking. I'm the founder and director of the Believe Center for Change Incorporated. We initially were founded in 2013 as an LLC and realized that we would have greater impact as a 501(c). So we reorganized in 2020. And the Believe Center for Change, our mission is we provide health and wellness services to populations around the globe. Currently, we're serving an orphanage or two orphanages in Uganda. And so there's always the business aspect in ministry, because this is an extension of the work that I do as an ordained minister in the church, providing basic needs to those who are the most marginalized. And those basic needs are food, their shelter, their basic education, clean water, health care. Those are the things that we are focused on as members of the Belief Center for Change.
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, all this all about the health, and I know you're very health conscious, in that respect. And we already know that this month, as we celebrate Black History Month, is also a Heart Health Month.
Yeah.
And they talk about how it is so important as we as Black women specifically is affected by heart health. And so what are we doing and how are we taking care of ourselves? And being able to know that we understand what it means to stay healthy, people. Just all the way around. We need to stay healthy. And they talk about some of this sickness and colds and flus and things are coming back. And I've seen so many people been sick lately, whether it's they eating something that they shouldn't eat, or they're out there and they're amongst other people and crowds. So we have to just be mindful, Reverend Butts, about our health.
Yeah.
We preach about that a lot here. So I'm glad that you're definitely in the ring, fighting towards what needs to be done relative to all of that. What's going on? We're going to talk about what's going on in our world, girls. What's happening with you, Charlene? And Charlene is she look like she was trying to ask for some money on the line. You know how you can calling up people trying to do a fundraiser.
Ask for some money? Oh, Lord.
You're doing a fundraiser, girl. Calling up
like,
people.
yeah, we're gonna need to raise that money, okay. No. No, I'm listening in. And I did get sick last Sunday, and I had a greedy spirit, so I don't think it was food poisoning as much as it was just being greedy and knowing when to stop. But it did hurt my stomach, and I didn't know what it was. So but I knew it wasn't food poisoning, but I knew it really did try to take me out. But anyway, so I wasn't going
You can tell
anywhere.
the difference.
Yeah, I can tell the difference,
Right.
exactly. And so I can
Yeah.
empathize, and I use certain remedies, such as I always use cucumbers. Vinegar was a little bit too much for me at that time, and but I did it anyway, and it let me know. But I got rid of it. You know how you get rid of it, don't you, ladies? Okay, I got rid of it in the middle of my shopping. I'm like, I think. Okay, never mind. You already get it, right? So I went shopping, and then all of a sudden, I was like, I'm not gonna let you keep me down. But then it took me out on Sunday, and I said, just rest. But anyway, we were talking about entrepreneurship and what it means. It means a whole lot. I was looking at the quote from Malcolm X when he talked about when we as Black people ever come together or rise up together using our intellectual to do what we know is right for the good of all of us. We take up for one another. And then I thought back about, I call it the cheer moment on the boats of when young men and women start rising up and fighting back with the chairs. You know that scene, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That was the moment that Malcolm X was kind of talking about. It was an example as that we're not afraid of you anymore. We're not going to let you do to one person that we're not going to stand back and just watch you do this to one person. Like, we have a right, and we will fight for those people and help those people. And so when it goes back to entrepreneurship, it's the same thing. When now I can see that African Americans are saying that if I make it, you're going to make it too. I can help you. Here's the information. This is how I succeeded. This is what I did. And I want to provide you with this information. But I also want to show you where the loopholes are and where the attacks are going to come from on the other side. So when I think about entrepreneurship and I think about Black history and I mix that all together, I think about us really rising up together, and using our intellects to really help one another.
Yeah. That's good stuff, Charlene. I think that's the main thing, helping one another and supporting, because we already as women, we do a lot and we wear a lot of hats. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so we need that support. We need to pull on each other and ask. I don't know if some people are maybe, I don't know, I've been in this position, reluctant to ask for help, reluctant to ask for support. And I think now we should be able to not feel like that, feel reluctant to say, hey, I need your help. I need your support. How can you help me? Because when you help me, I help you. Now you help You know what I mean? It just goes around and around, and we pull each other, and it's like each other get one to take along with us. Because I'm like this: if I succeed, you're going to succeed. If you help me
Exactly.
to make it happen, I want to make sure you have. I mean, how doesn't that make sense?
It does make sense, but we're still getting it. I mean, Dr. Bus can talk about this um, accurately as far as us being, I want to say we already have the stigma that we can't make it together anyway. But we
Yeah,
look back with our, for what our forefathers had gone through, and that slavery, that DNA that's been imprinted
yeah,
to actually keep holding us back, or that
yes,
thought. Like well, I know I can make it. I have I have a doctorate. I have a whatever that is. I have the age. I have the ability, but what
yes.
keeps stopping me, and what won't make me allow me to share with my brothers and sisters, but I know I can help them to succeed. And I believe that we are still practicing on how to help one another and get rid of those limited beliefs or those lies that we tell ourselves, that
Mm-hmm.
we are inadequate to help one another because we ourselves have not truly overcome.
Well, we have
Thank you
our
so
guest
much.
on that's coming on today, and I think she's a prime example of being that entrepreneur who's been doing it. I know she didn't get it done alone,
Mm-hmm.
but she's succeeding and she's continuing to succeed. So we're going to have her on shortly, of course, to talk about that. She's one of our own sisters within this network, and I'm telling you, we got some strong sisters in this network, and she's one of them. I'm really happy to know her. She makes all the things that we need, and I've used her services. She knows I've used her services, and so she's a good sister. So we're waiting to, of course, to have her on. But before we get there, let's switch gears for a minute. Peggy, what do you want to do next, sweetie?
Oh, well, we got to celebrate some birthdays, right? You
No,
know how we
that's
do
why
that.
I asked you, because I know you're going to come with the hype, girl.
We are so blessed to have some amazing sisters in this organization. And to me, birthdays are special.
Yes, they are.
And if you don't live life and don't enjoy a birthday, then something's wrong, because we're so blessed. And so I always love being able to showcase our sisters. Even though we do this every Saturday, if you're born in a certain month, you guarantee you'll be saluted and honored every Saturday, because I'm going to make that happen. So in the month of February, let me just share a few of you. This is my biological sister, Marty, who just celebrated birthday
Happy birthday, Marty.
on the 4th of February. Then we had our sister Ruthie Lucas on the
Yes.
5th of February. Then we had Lauren Lassiter
Hmm.
on the 10th of February. Hey, Lauren. Then we had Linda Marshall. This is one of my favorites here. Linda celebrated on the 10th. And look, we have her in the room right now.
Yay, Dr. Buzz,
Yay,
happy
Yes.
birthday to you.
happy birthday. Yay,
Yes.
happy birthday
So
to
you
you.
know how we do it. We got to celebrate.
Yes, happy birthday to all of you all. Happy birthday. Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes.
indeed. And
Happy
nothing like having a birthday, okay?
Absolutely.
Thank God that you get to see one.
I'm
Every
telling you,
time you
that's
get to
that's the
see it.
key. That is the key.
So we have any hot picks?
Yeah, we sure do. What you got, Dante? Uh,
Okay.
uh, uh,
Whichever goes first. Go ahead,
I,
Peg.
I don't mind doing this one. This is the one that I'm just so proud of being connected with Dr. Frazier. The conference is going to be held this year, which is the 23rd year. And I can't wait for the 25th anniversary, because it's going to be a black tie affair.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but this conference this year is July 10th to the 13th, and it's going to be at the Charlotte, I think it's the Westin Hotel in Charlotte, North Carolina. And we'll talk more about this, and we're going to have Dr. Frazier on as well.
Yeah, because I don't know what is the theme going to be this year. Do you know, or you got y'all work is thing? I know it's a theme.
Well, they have done some changes, because now it's the Power Networking Experience and Expo.
Okay.
So it's not so much of a conference, it's actually an expo. So I'm gearing up, and I just can't wait to see exactly what's going to happen. But you trust me, I'll bring all the details back home, okay?
Absolutely. Loving it, loving it.
We have
Okay, yes, Chocolate City Records, the musical. We are steam head and in rehearsals. Let me say that, and the production is here, is coming, and we are looking forward to presenting this during the Mother's Day weekend. And not only are we going to present this in DC, but stay tuned. We're going to take this on the road. I believe we're going to take this one on the road, and we can't wait until we get this one going. So get your tickets now at www.thelincolndc.com. If you don't have anything going on for Mother's Day, any plans, or go eat your dinner and come to this production to see a good play, we would love to see you there. So Chocolate City Records, the musical. Yes, thank you, Dante.
Oh, this is another one of our sisters, Dr. Tashika Green. She has done this. I think this is probably her 8th or 9th year in celebration of her mother, amazing woman. And in return, she has present this event. It's going to be this year, March the 30th. It's a Saturday, and it's going to be at Bowie State University. So we have, and now that I mention it, we have about 4 sisters that we're going to honor, and
Okay.
they are Cynthia Kelly, Florence Champagne, Marion Thomas, and the 4th one is Terry Tabor. So, we definitely got to come out and support our sisters.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be really nice.
Yeah, it's going to be real nice.
Is that it? I think that's it.
Well, that's all we have for this time to come up. So we have our sisters, our guest here, so we can get right on into her. Gina Duncan, is she back there? Is she ready to come on?
Gina's always ready. Trust me. she is always ready. So let's bring her in.
Gina, where are you? Gina, where are you?
Here. I'm not sure why.
Oh my.
We're having problems with the camera.
Okay.
To my iPhone if I need to.
Yes,
click the link on my iPhone, right, guys? Okay.
Yeah, go out and come back in on your iPhone, sweetie. If you're trying to do the computer's not letting you in.
Let me go out and come right back in. The devil is a lie. Hold
Yeah, so while she's getting all that done, when we talk about entrepreneur, Peggy, you've been doing this as well for a long time.
Well, why the funny thing about it is this is actually how Sharon Bullock and I were coming together to form 4SistersLIVE. Not so much 4SistersLIVE, but Sisters for Sisters Network, the organization. And that's where the number 4 comes in our name. It was 4 of us who wanted to start our business, and we did exactly that. And so from that, this whole platform that we have is based on entrepreneurship. So I'm just so proud. And one of the things that I really push in this organization, start a business. One of the things that Dr. Frazier say is bake some cookies, put them in a box, put a ribbon on the box, and sell them in business, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I always feel that our sisters always need an ace in the hole, a business. Start a business. And there are so many resources out here that we can't go wrong. So I'm just so proud of what we have. And there's Gina, she's coming in.
If you could turn your camera side to horizontal, Gina, so we can see a wide spread of.
Okay.
There you go. There we go. See all that beautifulness come through, you know?
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Hope you guys could see me okay. I had to pivot real fast.
Yeah, you did a good job. You did a good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Let us know when you're ready.
Okay, hang on.
So meantime, while Gina is getting ready, I think it'd be amiss if we didn't announce some of the things that are actually happening this weekend.
Yes.
As far as people being honored who are business owners, such as our Alicia Pryor, Stephanie Cunningham. You have our own Sharon Bullock, we have a list of women who are going to be honored today by giving
Yeah.
their honorary
Tomorrow or today?
doctorates.
Is that tomorrow or today?
That's going to be tomorrow, but
Right.
today we do meet up with them, and we want to really shout them out because many of them, if not all of them, have businesses, and they have been working in those businesses for more than 10 to 20 years and have been doing so in excellence. And tomorrow they will be acknowledged over at the Bowie Theater. So we're looking forward to celebrating them along with the Sisters for Sisters Network. We are volunteering our time, but at the same time celebrating our sisters and their accomplishment and receiving their honorary doctorate. So shout out to you ladies.
Yes.
Those we don't know all by name, but
I have them, Charlene. Guess what? I have the list.
okay, so let's do that because I just think, and we also want to say thank you to the Chancellor of the Greater Commission
Yes.
School, who will be doing the ceremony for the ladies and the gents on tomorrow at Bowie Theater. So let's get a list of those names so we can celebrate
Yeah.
our sisters. And please, guys, come out. It's free to come out and share and hug on them and give them a gift and a congratulations, because this is helping another business owner, another woman or man build their confidence, not only build it, but put them back out there in the community to say, hey, now it's truly your responsibility to give back and do what's right. All right, over to you, Tag.
Yeah, let me shout them out. And thanks that I even took a moment to pull this together this morning. But let's give shout out to Sharon Bullock, Alicia Pryor, Tashik Parkins, Kathy Muhammad, Stephanie Flood, Susan Otley, Jackie Mims, Ron Champagne, Judith Clark, and Linda Power. I am so proud of these sisters.
Yes.
Just can't wait to love up on them tomorrow. So look, let's shout them out and let's go out and support and represent.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. It's great to be able to acknowledge your accomplishments and things that you have done in this manner, because I've been noticing other women in other areas, celebrities, other community women that I know have been receiving their doctorate. Other celebrity females are receiving these honorary doctorates now, because it seems that this is something to recognize your work.
The work.
Because if we don't recognize, if you're not recognized, then no one will. So this is all about giving you your accolades as to what you've done in the community, what you've done at large in terms of your life. And so much of that is due to the fact that you worked hard.
Yes.
Did we say, yeah, oh wow.
But when you work hard and you do things to be recognized, you should be recognized in a way that this changes your lives. This changes so much as to what you can do to even excel in your business, excel in your personal life, excel in so many ways. And so this is a good opportunity. I can say for myself, I was honored in November as well with this same doctorate degree that's happening tomorrow. It just happened. It happened down in down in Myrtle Beach. You had to travel to Myrtle Beach to get
guys have
this honorary doctorate from the Great Commission. But Chancellor, he's a wonderful man, and he's a good guy. I think this is a great cause, and all due to one of our other sisters, Dr. Angela Callender.
Yes, let's
not forget about her.
Yes. She did say she wanted to see a lot more of our Sisters for Sisters Network receiving such honors. And so I'm glad to be a part of that number that she had thought of, as well as other sisters, Charlene as well. So I think tomorrow just adds on another layer to our sisters in the organization who will be walking that walk tomorrow and receiving their honorary doctorate. It's so exciting. So congratulations to all 10 of you.
Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, we forget our Dr. Lori and Dr. Josephine and all of them that are just, I'm just excited. But let's just turn this back over to you, Peg, and introduce our sister, Gina Duncan, as we talk about.
Can I say one thing? Did I leave Dr. Lloyd Dorsey out of this?
I think you did, and Dr. Josephine, and I think it's so many. It's so many you can forget. It's a lot. We listen, we're gonna laugh about it later, but it's a lot more. But
Yeah,
we're
that's my
really,
main girl. I can't leave her out of this. No way. Oh,
yeah.
So
thank
Gina,
you,
what's going
Charlene.
on with you, girl? Talk to us.
Hi, how you guys doing? Are you guys able to hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm blessed and highly favored. Nice to see you guys today. Thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, give us a little background of who you are, what you're doing, and all that good
Okay,
stuff.
okay. Where should I start? So much has happened. So I'm gonna say first and foremost that thank God for everything. Secondly, I've been in business for 5 years. I just made my 5 year anniversary. So I'm
Yes.
really happy and excited about that. In this 5 years, so much has happened. I've been doing a lot. So as you guys know or may not know, I started out doing insurance and I've been doing like investigations for the last 24 years of my life. Opened up an insurance agency, and then when COVID happened, I had to pivot. And you guys know about pivoting because you have to pivot in order to continue and stay in business. So that's what I did. So from there, I started doing background checks. So right now we do background checks for nursing, social works, therapists, uh, social workers, people who wanted to get their gun licenses. We're doing that. We're doing passport photos, the best passport photos you've ever seen. Yes, I said it. So just come on through. You guys getting ready to travel? Come on through and get your passport photo if you need a photo for a license. Since I opened, I've become licensed as a signing agent. So I'm a signing agent for closings now. I've been inducted. I have like a let's see, a B2B business. I'm A plus BB affiliated business. So my business is A plus certified. So you're not just dealing with a Joe Blow on the corner. You're dealing with a professional businesswoman. So if anything happens, I have the backing of BBB, and we won't let anything happen because that's how good we are.
You go, girl.
Yeah,
Okay,
doing
Gina.
that.
Loving it.
Go
So
ahead, Gina.
yeah, I in September I just graduated from the Goldman Sachs program. So I am an alumni of the Goldman Sachs program. That's the 10,000 small businesses, and I graduated from that. So that's a big accomplishment for me. I'm also certified in the Professional Background Screening Association. So just so much has happened, so much is going on. We're getting ready to open up a new location.
Go ahead,
Woo.
girl.
Yeah, yeah. So we just got a lot going on, and we got some other things coming at you. We got drug testing, so we're going to be do drug testing and DNA testing for you, MVR checks. Just all sorts of things. We got it. Just check us out on Instagram. I got my Instagram page. I just finally opened up a TikTok because I said, well, can't beat them, join them. So I
Yeah.
gotta jump in there, right? You just gotta jump into everything, and just keeping it moving forward, and we'll see what happens from here.
Girl,
You
you
know,
are
I
moving.
really want to say that I remember Gina had this vision. Started with a vision,
Yes, it
and
did.
look what 5 years has done.
Yeah, ain't
I
no
am so
stopping me.
proud of you, my Gina.
Thank you so much. I appreciate all my
Wow.
sisters. I love you guys.
Well, thank
I
you.
truly, I just love people sincerely from my heart, and God sees my heart, and because of that, He is just opening doors for me, and I'm just blessed.
That's
And
so
look, I
good.
heard
Gina, I want to
everything.
ask a question about
Yes,
vision because I think in entrepreneurship we often forget about the vision and then sharing that vision. And just like Katie was saying, she caught the vision. She heard the
Yep.
vision. Can you talk to the audience about what that vision was, even if it was just a
absolutely.
sketch out on a napkin and how you made it come to pass?
Hmm.
Yes, I could definitely do that. So my vision is to be one of the largest employers of not just African Americans, but minorities as well. So it's just not my vision to be in business. My vision is to employ those in the community. Because when we help those in the community, we make our communities better. And so if you guys walk into my establishment, you'll see that There's a melting pot of young people in there. And so I'm so proud because I get to have a part of their lives. I get to train them. I get to show them what to do. I get to just show them what things are about, how to be professional, how to handle customers, how to do this and that. And one of the young men that worked with me, my son works with me, of course, but there's another young guy we hired, and of African descent, and he said to me, Miss Gina, I don't know what I would have done had you not given me this opportunity. He said, I was working somewhere else, but since I came on board with you, I have learned so much. And you guys know that just made my heart melt because that's my vision. It's not just to be in business, it's to help others while I'm making it to the top. I'm going to pull you up and help you make it to the top as well. So
And
that's
the way
my
it should be.
vision.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
going
the way
to
it
ask.
should be.
Are you hiring?
Yeah.
Not currently, but I will be once we open our new location. So our new location is slated for June 1st in Charles County. So as soon as we open up, we're definitely going to be hiring for that position. And you guys will see that position come up on my Instagram page.
In what county?
Charles County. So that's Waldorf, La Plata,
Yeah.
Eastern, what is that?
that's
Southern
nice.
Maryland.
Southern Maryland.
Southern
Yeah.
Maryland. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely neat. That's a growing community in Charles County.
It is.
Absolutely.
Growing.
So
People are
listen, I
moving
did
from
the research.
DC to that area, and businesses
Yes.
are moving right into Charles
Yes,
County.
they definitely are. So that's the thing. You got to do the research and see where the people are going and see where the businesses are needed. And once you figure that out, you just open up shop, right?
Absolutely.
So did you do a 1 year, 2, 3, or 4, even a 5 year plan? Because I know that's something that's asked of businesses. Where do you see yourself in whatever time frame? But mainly they say within 5 years, where do you see yourself? Did you run across that?
I did that. I did that now. So I did it 5 years ago, and I've seen everything come to fruition that I have in my plan. So now I am working with a professional coach so that I could do it for the next 5 years. So for the next 5 years, I'll tell you something that's on that vision plan. And what that is to open up in different states, to have businesses in different states. So that's where I'm headed. Also, I don't know if I mentioned, I am a certified business through MDOT, so I am certified there. And so from there, I'm working on my federal certifications as well. And then once I get that, I'm just going to be just going all over the different states and opening up shop and, and so on and so forth. And, doing a variety of other services as well.
You are the boss lady. You go, girl.
Yeah,
Yes.
go, boss
And let me
lady.
share this with you guys. Gina said something that was very important. I think a lot of people, especially these young folks who are starting off as a business, number one, you got to get a coach.
Yes.
You got to get somebody who is smarter than you are.
Yes.
Okay. And that's the key. If you don't have a coach, you're failing. If you don't invest in yourself, and this is what Gina has done. Gina has invested in herself, and not only herself, in her business.
Yes.
And if you don't do that, you're failing again.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
so
So
good.
Gina, I am
Peggy.
just so proud of you.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm super
you.
proud. Well, I have another question that if Dr. Butts doesn't, I have another question because entrepreneurship is real. And I feel like just adding an extra person in it outside of yourself as a responsibility, that's a huge step.
Yes.
When did you hire your first employee?
Oh, that's well, I'll tell you this. When I was getting ready to open February 9th of last year, I hired my first employee. She started off with me. She's a sister too. She has since, moved elsewhere, but that's when I hired my first employee. So I was a little bit reluctant because sometimes you don't know. You say, oh my God, I don't have enough money. I'm just starting out. What am I going to do? And I knew that I couldn't do it alone. So God said, go ahead and hire someone. I'm like, Lord, I don't have the money. Where am I going to get this money from? He said, just do it. And I did it. And he gave me the money that I needed to continue, keeping them employed. And so that's what happens. You definitely have to just start out. You just jump out on faith and everything else will come will come together. It's
Yeah.
not just a cliche, it's the truth. When you believe in God and you step out on faith, He's going to see you through. You just can't quit. Now that's the thing. You can't quit. You got to keep it moving. No matter what you see and no matter what it looks like, you just keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it going, and it will start. It'll start. It'll work. It'll work.
Wow, that
Wow.
is so huge. That is so huge because I know a lot of people are saying, I want these big companies, but what comes with it is more responsibility. And then the
Yes.
other quote that we were falling behind, when you start moving, God will start moving also because He's already
Yeah.
got the plan for you, but you got
Oh,
to
for
start
sure.
moving and executing, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Faith without works is dead.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Dr. Bus, did you have something you wanted to interject on a question?
I'm just listening. This is very good information. I find myself right where Gina was last year, needing to have that outside entity to have me to envision what I want to see in the future. And I've actually engaged someone that I need to go back to, and you're just reminding me that I've done the work as far as writing down what I'd like to see 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 15 years. They asked me to look at, and even 30 years, beyond where I am now. And I've done that work, but I need to go back to her and then sit down and see how we can actually manifest the vision that I have for the future.
That's
Yes,
good.
And I'd
absolutely.
like to share the fact that because of Gina and our relationship, one of the things that I love about what she does is she incorporates her family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about building legacy. Talk
Yeah.
Yes.
about that, Gina.
Of course. So my son came on board a year after I started. First of all, it was my niece, and she was working with me for that year. And then after that, my son came on board, and he's been working with me. And the thing is, I'm gonna say this: I am just so happy he's working with me because listen to this. Both of them have college degrees. They could go anywhere and work. They could go anywhere and make a huge salary. However, they're working with me, and it just means so much because
Yeah.
they're helping me build. Now, and I promise them, you're not just helping me to build this company so that I can make money and take the money and do what I want. You're helping me build this to help with your legacy because when something happens to me, my son's going to take over because he's already the manager. My niece is going to also help him take over and manage the stores. And then from there, we'll start showing other family members how to do it. We just brought my daughter-in-law on board as well. And I'm going to put a dispel to that saying where don't work with family, family's going to mess you up. From my experience, I've had nothing but great things to say about my family. They are running that business for me when I'm not there. I could trust them. I teach them and I let them handle it and I leave them alone. I don't hover over them. I don't, try to be everything to them. They
Micromanager.
got it. As long as I telling them what to do and showing them, they got it. And I love it. And I hire other people as well, but I do see what the family needs first because how would I hire someone out in the street and my family needs a job, right? And so
True.
that's who I am and that's what I'm about.
I
Well,
love it.
I will say this because I do know the family and I've witnessed that dynamic myself. And I believe that the ones that you have there are responsible and they're caring. And I've never seen such a caring son, especially for our African American families. Here's a son that is saying yes to mom, like, I got you.
Yeah.
Even though it's hard because I've seen that office nonstop. Like, I couldn't even get a word in. I was like, darn it, when are they gonna take a break? I need her over here. Like, there was hardly no break. She literally had 3 minutes of time with me, but witnessing her son and her niece, how they all collaborated and made sure that things were functioning. And I seen
Yes.
them when Gina was not there. So let me tell you that. And they were still even more effective, even more kind, and willing to train you so that you can be as effective for their business. So she's absolutely right. And no, you can't put all family members in there, but you can work with the ones that you know who will have your best interest and training for the future. So it's
Yes.
definitely rewarding to see that happen right before my eyes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
that's awesome.
Thank
I would
you.
like for us to take the time, ladies, to acknowledge any of you all who are watching us. If you're an entrepreneur, just put in there, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur.
Yes.
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur.
Oh, that's
You
nice.
shout out your business if you want to put it in there. I think this is a time that we can at least acknowledge that we have a lot of our entrepreneurs, a lot of our sisters that are watching. They are entrepreneurs. And I think it's so awesome that we have women like you, Gina, who is making it happen. You're making a difference in the community. This is what we're talking about, making a difference in the community.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's another key thing that I say about Gina. Gina is a server. She's a giver. She has blessed the organization. Um, and just makes you proud. I mean, everybody should know by now, she's my other daughter, the daughter that I never had,
Yeah, she did. And you know how
along with
she feels about that,
Charlene. And
Peggy. You know how she feels about that. You got all the sisters. That's my daughter. That's my daughter. I'm my daughter.
oh, girl, you don't know, they
That's
fight
so
over
funny.
me. And I
I
just
know
I
love
they
it.
just don't want to be there tomorrow when I watch this fight happen again. I'm just a
Exactly.
sensible daughter that breaks up like, stop.
Exactly.
Tomorrow, it's on tomorrow.
Oh,
And I
my
will
God.
say this, if I could just say one more thing, I will say this. The Sister for Sister Network Inc., where I'm the membership director, I probably couldn't have done most of this without you guys because you guys are very supportive. You guys are my sisters. You guys support me. Y has supported me. All of you guys have supported me, and
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. And I don't take it for granted when someone supports me. I give back. So if you support me, I'm gonna support you too. So why trust me? I'll be at that show for Mother's Day.
And you know we'll need your services.
Yes, yes. And
But
if you
I
need
love
any,
it. I love it.
yeah.
I love it. Because this is how we grow.
Yes.
I want to get to the point where we all can see ourselves on one of these big yachts and we're having a good
Oh yeah.
time and we're
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
just taking care of ourselves and just really relaxing. We work so much. And I know you all take your own time to take a vacation. I'm looking forward to all of us coming
All of us.
Oh,
on
that'd
Yes.
be nice.
some type
Oh,
of cruise. We're gonna
nice.
put that together because this is
Yeah, I'll
so
plan it.
Well, let's plan for the 25th anniversary because that's coming up shortly.
okay. That's
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
That's
coming
good.
up.
I
Yeah.
want to be on the planning committee.
A
I
cruise.
got
Of course you do. Of course you do.
you.
All things fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
Wow.
this is a lot. Well, this
So,
is great.
Gina, when it comes to, there's a lot more out there to talk about entrepreneurship. Let's ask the question concerning more responsibilities like taxes. I mean, you know about
Mm.
payroll,
Yeah.
but now
Yeah.
these new tax rules that are coming into play, and also just staying in good standings. Let's talk about your taxes. Like, how do you do that? And the second question
Well,
to
that's
that,
the thing.
yeah.
Once you're in business and you do your taxes that first year, the second year you're not going to do any more taxes for yourself. You're going to hire an accountant. You're going to hire an accountant and let her do that for you. So, one of the sisters, Constance Wosu, she does all of my tax planning and preparation. She does my payroll, pays my employees, direct deposits, so on and so forth. So whatever advice I need, I just go to her and say, hey, listen, I'm paying every single year. What can I do not to pay? And so her advice to me was to start making quarterly payments so that that'll bring your tax liability down throughout, for that year. And then maybe I wouldn't owe so much at the end of the year. I used to have a tax company. I never shared this for 5 years, but I don't have that anymore. So I gave that up and I left that to the people who were the experts in doing that. Sometimes we can be a jack of all trades and master of none, but when you find somebody that's an expert in doing something, use the expert, let them
Yeah.
do what they need to
That's
do,
so
and you just
good.
sit back and relax and just give them the paperwork. And so that's where I am with that right now. I'm not doing any more of that. I'll let her handle it and I'll just pay what I have to pay and keep it moving.
That's
Right.
what I'm talking about.
So my other question is this. Okay, so there are other people. You now own a brick and mortar, like building, like not own, your business is inside of one. But to me, you run a brick and mortar, and that's very hard for many to conceptualize, for them to actually physically own something. So we seen you move from one office space to a bigger one, which is fabulous. I was scared for her, guys. I was like, sister, what are you doing? Like your other one was just fine. But I
I
didn't
was,
say that out loud, but I was like, thank you, Jesus, right? But because
yeah,
that's what she wanted to do. And that's what we do as sisters. We say, you know what, if that's what she wants, we're going to keep praying and pushing, and God is going to cover her with that. Give someone like 3 tips if they really want to push out there and start their own business, but they want to start a brick and mortar, which is, it's not hard, but could you give them 3 tips to
yeah,
go by right now? Because someone is raising their hand and saying, I don't want to ask this
yeah.
question, but this is what I'm thinking about. But let us hear it from you, because we're so proud that you are the example, one of the examples here in the Sisters for Sisters Network Entrepreneurship Committee.
Yeah, sure. So, when I first started out with the brick and mortar, the first advice I would give is to make sure you're in the right location, right? You want to be in the right location, centrally located from highways, and make sure that wherever you're going to be, make sure they have a nice parking lot for people to park their cars in, and not, having potholes all over the parking lot. Make sure you guys get something that's affordable to you right now. So you don't want to go in and bite off more than you can chew, because you have to pay your rent every month. So get something that's affordable. Get something, like I said, that's centrally located, and get something that doesn't require you to have a 5-year lease right off the bat. So start off
Good
with a
point.
1-year lease. That's what I did. I started off with a 1-year lease. Moved from one small space, then I moved to another small space with another 1-year lease, and then when I saw that God was going to make this happen, I finally signed for that 5-year lease, because I said, well, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. So you got to think that in your head. You got to know that, hey, I'm going to be around. I'm going to be here for these 5 years, and I'm going to make the money that I need for these 5 years. And so then you sign the bigger year lease, like the 5-year lease or the 3-year lease. But so those are my tips. Always get something affordable, get something centrally located where people can park, and start off with a 1-year lease. And I hope that helps someone.
Oh, the best advice at all means, and because I think a lot of people get a tendency to forget, you got to pay that bill every
Oh
month.
yeah, every month.
First of the
Every
month
month.
is due, and it comes around very fast if you
Very
think about
fast.
it.
Yep. They send me an email, rent is due. I'm like, geez, give me a break. Wait till 5 days afterwards. First of the month, rent is due. So I just write my little check and just take it on over there. Yeah. So
Beautiful.
Good. That's so
So
good.
that's good. I did do how are you with us understanding payroll for your employees?
well, see, the payroll for the employees, like I said, the accountant does that. So she does all the payroll. What I do, the extent of what I do is pretty much just have everybody fill out their time cards. So now we're doing the electronic time cards, so that when people come in, like the employees come in, they have to sign into the computer. That way I see what time they arrived, right? And then once we do that, and we have their hours for the week, because they get paid bi-weekly. And so she asks for our hours maybe a couple of days before payday. Send those hours to her. She calculates everything. It goes direct deposit into their bank account, and then I get the slips of what everybody get paid, and so on and so forth. So all I have to do is make sure that the payroll money is in the account so that they could get paid, but I don't necessarily handle the actual payroll itself.
That's wonderful. And I asked that question because so many of our people be hollering about Black-owned business. I didn't get paid. Where's my check? I didn't get paid, because there are people out there that are not paying their employees on time, or they
Mm-hmm.
get paid, and that doesn't look good on the business.
It doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't. And I just pride myself to say no one's never not got paid with me. They get paid every 2 weeks without fail, right? Every 2 weeks without fail. I've never missed a payroll, and I'm really proud of that. And I pray to God that I never will.
Well, I want to come and work for you.
Okay.
No, I'm only kidding. I'm retired. I'm happy.
I
I'm
know
happy.
you are. I know you are. I know
Well,
you are.
our production manager said we're 5 minutes in warning here,
Okay.
so I think
All
we
right.
passed that.
Well, thank you guys so much, and everybody have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
But look, you got to
Wait
put
a
your
minute,
information,
slow
website,
down.
and
We need
phone
your
number, and
website.
contact so people
Oh
can
yeah.
reach you.
What do you guys need from me?
But first, give them how they can reach you, website,
Okay.
phone number, whatever.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me. Here I am about to go. So if you guys need my services, please call us. We're open Monday through Saturday. So our phone number is 240-600-1448.
Say it again.
240-600-1448.
And you have a website?
I do. We have direct booking. So pretty much if you need an appointment, you can book right online and come on in. Our website is www.livescanmd.com. So that's live, Live, scan, SCANMD.com. That's our website. And I have an Instagram page. It's called Gina's with the S, Gina's Live Scan Maryland.
Good. Well, we appreciate you coming on. You are definitely one of our sisters, and you are someone that we are definitely looking up to, and we salute you as we
I
always
salute you too. Thank you guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Love you,
Okay,
Gina.
bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh,
This
that
is
was good.
I like this. I mean, hey, it just gives me exuberation to just know I could do it. I could do it. You can
You
do
can
it.
do it. Little shy Gina did it. You could do it. Gina was not
Whatever
playing.
that is. I mean, it may not be her business, your business, but whatever your business is, we have so many sisters like that we've seen that put on the chat that they're entrepreneurs, like Alicia Pryor. They do taxes, they do so many things. They help you out with your business as well, so that you can, do what you need to do. We have so many women in our business that do so many different things. So whatever your thing is may not be my thing, but I guess that's what I said earlier. Whatever you do, let's help each other grow to help each other make that bag, baby, because we are here. It's needed, Peggy. So thank you for setting this up within the organization, man. We got entrepreneur, we have health and wellness. We can't hear you, Peggy. You're on mute. We have health and wellness. We have entrepreneur. We got domestic violence. We got education mentor. We're covering the basis of what we can come to the table with and bring so much information to the people and the community. I think next month, being Women's History Month, we are going to set up something, ladies, to Peggy and Charlene, that we're going to invite each week one of our own sisters and highlight them.
Oh, yeah. Well, I really want to give credit to our vision back in 2002, and that was with Sharon Bullock and my cousin Audrey Dixon and Dee Adams. If it wasn't for those three and how life has happened for us, we would not be sitting here today.
Yeah.
So I have to give credit for them. But I just also want to shout out to the sisters that joined us. We have a tendency to not shout them out. And I just want to take a moment, like Kathy
Sure.
Muhammad, Alicia Pryor, Marion Thomas, Denise Pedway, Sharon Bullock, Kathy, did I say Kathy Muhammad? Yes. Sylvia Garrett. It's so many
Garrett
wonderful sisters that are just stepping up the game and joining us.
Yeah.
We got a gentleman who joined us, Michael Scott. Thank you, Michael.
Yes.
Who else? I see quite a few others. Terry, did I mention Terry Tabor?
Terry Tabor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Malika Starr. Hi, doll baby. How are you?
Malika, yes. And to answer your question, Malika, yes, we are. I'll talk to you about that later, but we are. Yes, we are.
Good to see you. Lonnie Smith. I think that's your cousin.
That's my cousin in Cincinnati. What's up, cousin?
Always show up for us.
Yes.
Thank
you.
And
yes, and mommy
Hawkins is another one.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you. If I missed anybody, charge it to my heart, not my head. But thank you. We could not do this.
Charge it to your head, not your heart.
Well, okay, take it.
Y'all know what she mean.
You know what I mean.
We love you for watching, whatever the case may be. Spread the word. Let people know 4SistersLIVE is doing it. We're making it happen, and we're here to help the community, like we said. And we're looking forward to next week. Next week, we is our domestic violence segment, and we're going to have our sister, Kathy McKnight. She's an awesome sister. She's going to come on. I have a couple other sisters coming on, but we're going to highlight and honor a lot of our sisters starting next month. So thank you all for watching. We appreciate you. We love you. And it's been a great time. So what time is it?
It's time for you
to walk
in your purpose and prosperity.
That's what time it is. Thank you all for watching. We love you. We're out. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.